Cook delicious food with cheese.
Really quick herb butter, but it's not gonna be your traditional herb butter. It's like an herb cheese butter mix. I love using cheese spreads on my sandwiches, but I also actually like putting butter on my sandwiches, which is more of a French thing, right? You get that like French baguette with the butter on there and some cheese and ham. Traditional sandwich, they don't always use mayo, it's just that butter. But I like the mix of the cheese and the butter. So this actually works as a sandwich spread, it works on chicken, it works on veggies. I use obviously the Kerrygold butter, right? What I wanted to show you is that if you didn't want to leave your butter out, you could actually start with cold butter. So I'm just gonna do some large pieces of this butter, put them on a plate, and I'm gonna pump it in like little spurts in the microwave just to soften this butter. Get it on the plate, make sure that it's kind of evenly spaced apart. And then I'm gonna do 10-second increments in the microwave to get the butter softened so that we can start to make the herb butter. Now I try not to stand directly in front of the microwave because my brain's already fried enough. There we go, starting to kind of melt a little bit. Do it about 10 seconds at a time, roughly 30 seconds I think should do it. Perfect. So you can see the butter has started to melt. That's a good thing because we're gonna whip it back together. So now I wanna get this base going, right? So this is the base. Just kind of soften this, pull it together, smash it on the side of the bowl. Okay. Now we are gonna cool this again. And then I've got 1 6-ounce wheel of Boursin cheese. Now the Boursin cheese is like a semi-soft, creamy cheese. It's got garlic in there, herbs, a whole bunch of flavors. So I'm gonna add that to the butter. This is that kind of cheese and butter mix I was talking about. And this will actually come back together. So where the cheese melted, or I'm sorry, the cheese, see what's on my mind, where the butter melted, you can actually just pull it back together with this Boursin cheese. There we go. See that? See how that comes together? That's 1 of the 6-ounce wheels of Boursin. Now I also want to mix this and emulsify it into the butter. So that's why I'm kind of working this so hard. We can add more of our flavors and our seasoning. So I've got roughly a tablespoon of chives. I'm going to add that right in there. I've got some Thai basil. I'm going to give that a chop. A little bit of fresh oregano. I've got some fresh thyme. Get that into the butter as well. Now this goes great on grilled meats as well, steaks. So this is really just kind of a foundation on which you can layer your own flavors in, as I always say. My favorite hot sauce, as everybody knows, is Half a Pond. It's the Kentucky hot sauce. This is the Rebel Scum hot sorghum sauce. I highly recommend this. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about this sauce. It is the absolute best. I will not use any other hot sauce. Unfortunately, they've been out because the demand has been so high, which is a great thing, and I'm totally pumped about it. Although, in regards to my addiction, that's kind of hurt it. So I'm just gonna add a dash, because this one's pretty spicy, right? But it's still, and it just adds so much flavor with that fermented chili in there. And remember, the Boursin cheese adds a ton of flavor as well. A little bit more fresh cracked pepper in there. Now, one thing is, a lot of people don't realize what this is for on the top. This controls the size of the grind. So the tighter you make this, the tighter the grind, right? So since I want it kind of fine, give it a shake, and I get a much finer grind in there. So I got my hot sauce, I got my pepper, I got the Boursin cheese, fresh herbs, butter, and there you go. It was that easy, right? Use this on anything. Spread it on bread, eat it as is. Put it on grilled meats, put it on veggies. You can just put a little bit behind your ears and you got yourself set for the day. Whatever you need. The more butter, the better.